Okay, so this is gonna be my second time recording this because something weird happened with my camera. But anyways, hey you guys, welcome back. I just totally missed my 11-month lock update, but let me start off by saying congratulations to me and my locks because today is the 4th of July on the dot. 1 year since I started my lock journey, so we made it to 12 months. You guys, it's been a long journey, but we made it to 12 months. I hope I can remember everything I said in the last video because it was kind of lengthy. You know, I haven't vented in a while here, so where do I start? Okay, so my last lock update was my 10-month lock update, and now we're at 12. So like I said, I missed month 11, but to be honest, nothing changed about the progression of my locks within the last 2 months. The only well, we'll get into the differences, but anyway, nothing changed there. But after my 10-month update, so let me recap you guys what's been going on. After my 10-month update, a week later I graduated. A week after that, I was in Africa, in my family's home country of Eritrea. So there was like barely any Wi-Fi, so it's not like I could be, talking to you guys there because it wasn't that kind of trip. And then I came back and I've just basically been chilling until I start working again, which is going to be next week. But I just couldn't I couldn't not post my 12-month anniversary, my Loc'iversary, on the day of. So I had to share this with you guys today. Also, I got engaged. So yeah, I got engaged. But anyways, that's a whole nother story. Yeah, nothing has changed with my hair. It's still chilling with the non-retwist look. I did get my hair retwisted once. Yeah. After my 10-month lock update, which I'm sorry, I also completely forgot to record that process for you guys. I was just somewhere else. I was ready to graduate. I wasn't thinking about anything. So I got my hair retwisted once, and yeah, I think that was the last time that I retwisted. I did a fake retwist myself maybe a couple weeks ago, but it wasn't a real retwist or anything. And you guys know I really like when my hair looks full, so I just prefer not to retwist it as much. I also like for my locks to be thick, which is another reason why I don't retwist it as much, because I just don't want it to thin out. But I'm having issues with my locks. Not that, well, yeah, they're kind of giving me a little bit of a hard time, but it's mainly just personal interest of my own that I am kind of over my locks, to be completely honest with you guys. I'm heavily, deeply contemplating letting them go, and that's either going to mean cutting them off and having a really short haircut, or combing them out. So that's kind of where I am right now. I'm not positive because I've been contemplating for a month, and I just change my mind about things like this all the time. So maybe I won't want to, because some days I wake up and I'm just yes, this is the look that I was going for. This is what, this feels free. This is low maintenance, which is something I would greatly miss if I do change my hair in one of those two ways. But then the other days I'm just I'm ready for a new journey. Or I either want to go comb it out and go back to my loose natural hair, because I miss that a lot, or I would just cut it off and just be free with short hair and whatever. It's just, to me, I would just cut my hair because I know to grow back, or if it doesn't, then whatever. It's just hair. It's just hair. So sometimes that's how I feel. Also, things that are annoying about my locks, a couple things. For one, I thought that these random pieces this, you see how this just does this, I thought by now that this would kink itself out and just straighten out. I thought that was a baby lock issue that was gonna come out by itself, and in some areas it kind of did, but in some areas it kind of didn't. So I was wondering when that was gonna change. But when I got my hair retwisted professionally by a loctician for graduation, she told me, because of how I started my locks by myself, the way that I did them, and they just lock this way. So whatever is locked, and you can't change it unless you comb it out or you cut it. So she suggested that I just cut those ends off. But you know, when you have like long hair, cutting off like an inch or something won't really make a difference. But the way this is set up right now, I don't want to just cut off like an inch of that and have so much. It's already, my hair is already like, it appears to be layered, right? But it's gonna look just really weird if I just start to cut off the ends of some of them, and then I don't know, stuff that I don't want to do. Also, there's like so much. Okay, so like these, you know, this one's like my least favorite lock, right? If you follow my lock journey, you know this is my least favorite lock, and I've been wanting to cut it for like ever. But this little bad boy back here, really skinny. I have skinny locks throughout my head. It's because of the lock part ratio thing that I didn't quite have down before I started my locks. I just started them and thought they were going to be perfect, which they're okay. But yeah, so for these little skinny ones that I have in the back that do weird things also, do weird things. They really do. Like what are these shapes? I don't know. But other than that, they're becoming to like pull my root because there's like tension coming from the lock. The lock itself is starting to grow, and since it's harder, it'll carry like the weight of water on it, and it'll just like really start pulling on my root, which is something that I really don't want because I like the thick look. One reason why I don't retwist my hair so often is because I don't want to have a thinning hairline, and I don't want my hair to thin because of locking my hair. And a lot of people retwist a lot, put a lot of tension on their head, and then the end result, however many years later or sooner, they have really thin hair, and that's not what I'm going for. So this is actually something that's concerning to me, the fact that it's pulling at my root like that. I don't like that. So that's another reason why I'm just kind of like, is it time? Is it time for these to go? And then I also just kind of feel like, maybe, I don't know. I just feel like I did it, you know. I wanted locks. I got them. I like them. I love them. But, yeah. So don't be surprised if I just pop up one day with something else, because that's kind of just how I operate. Like, if I want something else, I'm gonna do it. But I don't know if I want something else. I'm just being very back and forth about it because I really can't decide like what I want to do. But of course I'm gonna keep you guys updated and let you know, because you deserve to know. I mean, you've been around all this time watching and seeing what's happening with my hair, so I so appreciate you guys. And hopefully my videos have been, some people have told me that it's been helpful because we have similar hair types and they're just starting their lock process, or maybe we're like in it around excuse me, like the same amount of months together. So congratulations to you too if you made it to a year. This is where my length is. Now I'm trying to remember if I even talked about this already in this video because I recorded a whole video that didn't work. But length check, this is where we are. As you can see, the layers in my head, so you can see how in the front it looks like I have kind of like bangs that grew out in the back. Back here it's much longer when you get back here, and that's kind of just how my hair has always been. The middle of my head grows so slow, and it's because it's a different curl pattern. So the curls in the middle of my head are really like tight, defined curls. My hair is really thick right there, more coarse. So it just appears to be growing at a slower rate because the curls are so tiny. And then the back of my head, back here, the curls are looser, like almost wavy sometimes. And so it appears to grow much faster, and so you always see that difference between like a lock like this and then a lock like whatever, all of these back here basically. So that, I mean, I'm used to that difference, so that doesn't really bother me. You can see the length anyways. But I will say over the course of the last year, I mean, you can tell that my hair has grown. People tell me that. But when I did start my finger coils, from a front point of view anyway, it seems to be like almost the same size now as it was when I started them. And that's because, sorry, this is not helpful in the background, but that's because when I started my finger coils and they were still really soft and loose, they were not stiff at all, so they didn't shrink up yet. So when I did start them, they were literally like here, I would say about right at my shoulders maybe. And then as the year went on, they stiffened up, they locked together, and they started to shrink. So all that, those curls just went like right up, and then they shrunk up and they were above my neck. So they probably were like, I'm not doing a good job explaining this to you guys, but they probably went up to like here or so, something like that. And then now they're starting to drop because I feel like they're formed, like they are locked already. So now they're starting to grow, and I usually use this back one with a little piece of hair jewelry on it, and I usually measure it by like how far it is from my collarbone. And this is where this is, so it definitely grew. It definitely grew over the past year, and my hair usually does tend to grow pretty fast, so I know within a couple, like if I did decide to keep it, within a couple of years I will have like long locks. But as I said, I'm indecisive, and we'll just see how that goes. But nonetheless, I wanted to show you guys what my hair looks like. And this is another thing, because there's always another thing. Literally today, I sprayed my hair twice. I retained the moisture with oil, and the 2 times like before I went outside, and it's so hot outside that my hair and the heat just absorbed everything, just like instantly just absorbed everything. And now it looks dry all over again. Like I've done this twice already today, and it looks dry all over again. Like, look at that. This does not look like I applied moisture to it twice today already. Does it? Does it look like that to you? Because it doesn't to me, and that's another annoying thing. But this is my hair. You miss it? I am so bipolar, because right now I'm showing you guys and I'm like, yes, hair. Like some days I do love it, but other days I just want to grab either scissors or a comb and just do something to it. So anyways, thank you guys for tuning in and for waiting for this video. I'm gonna make another video too, for my 12-month, and show you guys like via pictures what my entire lock journey looked like from month 1, well, from first few weeks, day 1, all the way up till now, which is 1 year. So hopefully that'll be helpful for you guys. And thank you to those of you who left comments asking about my 12-month lock update, because you were waiting for it. I was waiting for it too, so thank you for that. And I appreciate you guys all. Usually I do Happy Tuesday. Today is not Tuesday, it's Wednesday, Independence Day. But happy Independence Day, and thank you guys for watching.